I heard the advisory that you'd be out here. It didn't prepare me to meet you.
The name's Ryder. I'm with the Andromeda Initiative.
They say you want to help us. I wonder what you're prepared to do.
Everything I can. That seems like an aggressive thing to
Whatever
say.
it takes.
And you're like, this isn't very...
I don't care how many children I have to murder, we're getting this done.
It's like, it's not that high much of a stake.
And whatever your form
I'm
of
ready
puppy
to prove
is.
my people are good allies.
A strong statement that doesn't answer my question. My name is Rochelle Vere. I'm an archaeoastronomer. I study our ancient cultural records for stellar phenomena. I piece together lost knowledge of ages past. My goal is to find undiscovered colonies we lost contact with, potential allies against the Ket.
You think there might be Angara worlds you don't know about?
That's what I was trying to learn. Then this happened. I was away when the disaster struck. I thought my home was destroyed, and all my research with it, but I just learned part of the building survived. I'm trying to recover my research data, but the wildlife won't let me near my old home.
What sort of wildlife?
These house guests, I assume they're of the hungry variety?
The structure has become a breeding ground for insects and predators, too many to face alone.
Insects and predators.
Because, predators are one thing, but bugs are gross.
Bugs are fucking gross.
What's the problem with the insects?
Well, no.
They're gross.
What if they're insect predators?
Ah.
Like a predator. No, like a predator, but it's an insect, so it can like turn invisible, and it has those like pew pew pew.
Wait, well, okay. So your logic is, it's an insect, so it can turn invisible.
No, like predator.
Oh.
But an insect.
Oh, okay. I was like, yes, because it's an insect. It can become
predator with a capital P.
Predator from the movie Predator. I was like sitting here like, does you know that nothing can turn invisible?
Fucking predator with wings. It turns invisible. It has like a gigantic stinger. Yeah.
Pew pew pew.
Pew pew pew.
Your work is too important to lose. Let's get it back.
I'll provide my home's location. Just recover my research materials from the computer. I'll remain in contact with you by comm. Thank you for this.
The more I think about it, the more I think that their weird neck muscles come out for fucking. Those are fucking tentacles. Like, it's now that I've put it in my mind, I'm like, there's no other way they can do it.
There's no other way.
That's the only way. Okay, help the researchers who are...
What?
You okay? I'll back off. You okay?
Is everything all right? You seem distressed.
Would you like a reward for that astute observation? You're that alien visitor that came to Aya asking about our vault.
You've heard of me.
Who hasn't? When strange new species turn up, reports spread fast. After the Ket, you can't be too careful. Luge Anson, historian with the Repository of History, Aya. Listen, if there's nothing you need, could you go away? I'm busy trying to get transport off this cursed planet.
So, I'm glad I'm not the only one who got annoyed by this, because I was listening to the Giant Bomb cast without spoilers, and that another person was just as annoyed as I was that everyone just, automatically learned each other's languages without explaining it.
Like explaining the universal translator?
No, they just learned the other language really quickly. The translator did.
Yeah.
And they had not had previous contact. So we're literally, this is first contact, and they're like, whatever. Like, they don't, I understand they're in a stressful situation, but they, don't give a shit at all.
My thing is, it's a video game.
Yeah, I know.
I understand, but, also, if this were first contact, do you really want to play through the couple weeks or months until we learn how to, speak, till the translator learns their language, and then we have to go back, and,
I do, honestly. That's important to me if we're established. That's the cool part. That's the cool thing.
So you want to, meet them and then be like, oh, we can't understand anything. Let's just go away and...
No, have a quest be, Sam needs this and this and this in order to compile their language. and blah, blah, blah. Wouldn't that be cool?
I guess, but I kind of just, like, want to get into doing stuff.
But that is... Ugh!
Why did you come here from Aya?
Kieran's team found some remnant relics while digging around the old ruins. I was sent to collect them for the repository. It shouldn't have taken more than a day. But things never go according to schedule, do they?
It's just, to me, personally, like,
I
it's
understand
super
what you
exciting.
mean, but I don't...
I want to talk to the audience. It's super exciting to be able to, like, have that adventure feeling where you get to meet somebody new.
You mentioned remnant ruins. Are there lots of remnant here?
Yes. If you've been out in the jungle, you might have seen some of it. We think the ruins were part of a vast remnant complex. We've seen evidence of hallways that wound through the area, both above and below the ground. Generations ago, our people took shelter in what we found here. That's how Paleth was established.
Were there no hostile remnant machines?
None, according to the histories. We found artifacts, of course. Bits of things that we could study. But they say it was like moving into an empty home.
So, hold on. Here, before we go on with this, like, here's the thing. I feel like in order to really do justice to the First Contact story, it wouldn't have just been one quest where you're like, let's find these things for Sam, and then he figures it out. Like, it would have been a much more, like, thoroughly fleshed out storyline that would take you, like, several hours to get through. And it's like, I would imagine that as a writer, you have to make the decision, is everybody going to want to play through that? Is everybody going to be fascinated by that? Or are more people going to want to say, like, I just want to, like, get into
like
doing
if
stuff?
they
And it's not like I feel like one is wrong or right, because I understand what you're saying, that it would have been super interesting. That's why you and I liked, what was that movie? About the aliens, where you learn the language?
Arrival? You said you didn't like that.
I did. I hated the end.
Okay.
Loved everything.
She hates magic. Stacey hates magic and dreams.
No, I hate children. Up until the...
Magic, dreams, and children.
No, because it was like... I don't want to give away the end. But, like... But everything up to that point where they're like, oh, we're going to learn the language and, like...
This is how we're doing
This is so complicated and, like, we're going to learn to communicate. That was, like, super fascinating. But I feel like to really do that story justice, like, you can't just do... Do you know what I mean?
I feel like
I think they could have done it, but I think that, honestly, the writers took a shortcut.
Here's the thing. This is basically a rehash of Mass Effect 1, where it's like, we're discovering ancient technology and blah, blah, blah. I think a much cooler story, to me, would have been, we come into this galaxy, we want to colonize, there's all these fertile planets, but there's other aliens here, and we need to navigate and understand these new people, and like, it's not so much a big bad so much as trying to establish these colonies and make peace with these new aliens and understanding them and who they are and all that stuff, because the storyline right now as we're experiencing it, and from what I've heard from other people, A, to me, is a rehash of Mass Effect 1. B, it's not... They're, like, cutting out other things that could have been different for the sake of this epic storyline that nobody really likes.
I think that what you want is a different type of game altogether.
I would like to play as a scholar in Mass Effect. I would like to sit in a Prothean ruin for 20 years.
I think that, I think that what you wanted was, like, a diplomacy story. Because
well, no, I want to fight
like,
people and stuff, but I wish there was more... Yeah. All right. Havarl.
You don't seem to like Havarl very much.
Havarl's other regions suit me just fine, but here... Oh no, I don't do well in this fierce wilderness. You think these shelters keep you safe? They don't. Woke up this morning and found a thorny vine wormed its way into my bunk. I'm stranded here because a branch pierced my shuttle's power core.
Okay, so what I think it would have been better if they went off of the Dragon Age origin storyline, where you go to each faction or new race And in order to gain their trust, you A, have to learn their language, and Sam can accelerate that. And B, do something or learn something about them, do quests and like fight things and kill things. Like, oh no, there's a big thing that's gonna kill our thing, you gotta do it. So you still get all the cool action.
Mm-hmm.
It's just different, more fleshed out. You get to make a emotional connection to establishing these ties.
Yeah.
To nuke
I won't bother you
aliens.
further.
Very well. Watch out for plants while you're out there. Vicious things.
Or they could go like something along the lines of the First Contact War, where humans and Turians, they just ran into each other, panicked, and got into a fight, which I guess is what they're doing, but I don't really feel that way.
Well, I think that what...
Stars and skies. There must be something I could do.
I think that the difference is that you... It's hard to say, like... I don't think there is like one little thing that you would have changed about this game. I think that honestly you would have just had to be a different game altogether.
I would have it be a different storyline altogether.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Continue what you're saying.
But changing like the storyline, like, yeah, I'm not saying that that's bad. I'm just saying like.
That's unreasonable and stupid.
No. I'm just saying, like, when they chose to make the storyline this way, they clearly thought that, I don't know, maybe they thought that people wouldn't be on board for the whole, like, you know, diplomacy, like, let's do a bunch of little, I don't know. That'd be
I feel like that worked for Mass Effect 2, but I guess what you're saying is it's a bigger risk to go with a different type of storyline.
Yes. That's what I'm trying to say. I think that what they probably did is they were like, it's the safer bet to go with something where there's like, bang, bang, shoot 'em up, there's an enemy. Like, that's an easier, safer storyline to write.
Oh, this is the monolith. I was like, that's a big hole.
So... And I'm not saying that, like, they made the right or wrong choice. It's just, like, they made a choice. Things could have been done differently, you know? And I think that your game, the way that you explained it, sounds really awesome.
I know that it is. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm just saying, you know? It's hard to tell whether they went that way.
Watch out for Roka and Garen fanatics that hate aliens. That is.
I mean, are they fanatics? Because
Armies.
they seem pretty reasonable. Like, the only contact they've had with it. Huh? What? Oh! What?
Leaving Navarro. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder.
Okay, I'm an idiot. Whatever, I guess.
Why did you
I thought it was gonna let me take supplies from the ship. I didn't... Whatever. So dumb.
Well, now we can check our email.
Ryder, could we talk a moment?
Oh, sure. Yeah, okay. Hold on. Let me just get to you.
Sam's been compiling our star charts. The other pilots on the Nexus will have plenty of new trails to follow.
You can drop the charts off the next time we're there.
Funny. A few months ago, that station was like a war zone. Flying was my only way to escape the chaos. Now it's become a haven, just as it was meant to be.
Everyone's really working to get the Nexus on its feet.
Regardless, the worst threat to the whole initiative is still that monstrosity.
You mean the Scourge?
I still see it crippling the Nexus in my memories. I had to train other pilots in hazardous flight techniques just to look for food and water. It's a cage that eats good ships and good people. Helios won't be home so long as it's a threat.
The Angara live with it, and so can we.
And if every one of our colonists was an ace pilot, I wouldn't be worried. If we could somehow neutralize it, or if our ships had defenses against it. Still, that's what we do, isn't it? Find a way where there is none. Just see the Nexus for proof of that.
Well, I guess you did need to get talked back up. You just did it to yourself, so I'll just hang out.
I saw pictures of the vault. Astounding how big it is. And how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? What's all that space for?
Parties.
Yep.
Wild remnant parties? What else would you use it for? Oh, Ryder, you're adorable. I know.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I like you.
I'm really glad you volunteered to join our crew, by the way. I am too. New galaxy and all. I'm honored to be here.
This won't lock us in, right?
Oh.
Oh yeah, people said there's like casual sex options, so we can just...
No, I mean, I think you're cute and I like seeing you up here. Oh my goodness, Ryder.
Workplace
Also,
sexual
the accent.
harassment.
Yeah.
The accent is, I mean, it's not the only thing, but, okay, I should just go over there to the piloting thing.
Kill me now.
Ryder, thank you. And so you know, the feeling's mutual. Yes! I mean, time to pathfind. Serious business. Saving everyone.
Oh my god.
You're such a dork!
Okay, it's growing on me how bad she is at hitting on people.
The hit, yeah, like, I feel like the more we hit on people and the more we're such, like, a dork about it, the more I kind of enjoy it.
By the way, if you're somebody's boss, don't hit on them while they're working. Just
No.
saying. You're only allowed to do that in video games.
Yeah, that's only video games. Thanks to that remnant storage box from the EOS vault, all I need is one particular piece of REM tech to complete my project. My scanner located what I need on Vold. If we have a chance, can we go find it? PB.
Acknowledge.
To Ryder from Jaw. Pathfinder Ryder. A manifest of items that I have brought aboard your ship, the Tempest. Blankets and bedding in the event your unfamiliar alien bedding is insufficient or uncomfortable.
These are smart. This is what I would do.
2. A small number of personal projects. There are bits and pieces of Angaran tech and weaponry. 3. 25 jugs of nourishment paste. This will need to be replenished regularly. 4. Armor, including my 2 Rufjian unknown alt cape suspenders. And equipment to repair them. 5. Vials of salves, creams, and perfumes. I can provide your science officer with a list of ingredients if that is required. I've also brought my personal weapon, a Ket rifle. I've been issued an Omni tool, which I am currently calibrating. I hope that this list is compliant.
Oh, this guy's so considerate.
I love that he has the little, like, cape suspenders.
I like how he includes that salves, creams, and perfumes, and if you want me, I can tell
A list of ingredients.
the ingredients, because, like, what if somebody's allergic to those ingredients?
Yeah.
And he brought his own food.
Not even allergic. What if it's fucking poisonous?
Exactly. This guy's really good.
What if we make out with him and our face melts off?
Worth it.
He's like, oh yes, I have this face cream. It's really nice, and we're like,
It's acid!
Oh god!
You know, I was thinking earlier, if his head has tentacles on it, as I assume, then wouldn't it be awesome?
Tentacle lube?
Wouldn't it be awesome because when he's having sex with you, I assume he has 2 tentacles, and the ends of the tentacles are like tongues because it's just muscly tentacles.
Because you must.
Because you must. So it'll be like one can be fucking your vagina and the other can be like licking your clit. So it's like being eaten out and fucked at the same time. That's what I was thinking when you were in the car with me earlier, by the way.
Didn't we like kind of... we already talked about this.
Yeah, we did, but I was going more in depth as to more details of why I need people to draw this.
You were just... But the way we originally envisioned it, there were far more tentacles and folds, so you only want 2 now?
I'm just saying,
settled
if
for 2
you
tentacles?
look at him,
Mari.
Okay, I have to limit myself somewhere.
You
It has to
deserve
be
more
within.
tentacles.
I know I deserve more, but if you look at him, there's just 2 main muscly ones, and I can't say, where are the rest? Unless they split underneath the clothing.
You know, you gotta really think outside the box, Mari. You're limiting yourself to a world of only 2 tentacles. There's a lot more out there.
I mean, I only have so many holes.
We could get you more if you want.
Stab you. I got a plan.
I mean, you also have, like, you know, I'm sure...
Come by when you've got a minute. I got an idea I want to run by you, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Costa. Yeah, so... Anyways, can we please go back down to the planet?
Yeah, but
We just, you know, wanted to chat with our girl and...
Well, Vetra's our girl, how dare you?
I want to chat with all the girls, so... And with everybody. Let's just chat up everybody until, like, somebody...
There's a lock-in?
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta get to the thing.
And just try not to get back on where the ship.
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
So I know that this probably isn't the case, and we're just here at nighttime-ish. But I was thinking about how cool it would be if this planet always had a cloud cover. So that it's
Maybe it is, though.
well, so that
That's totally possible.
what I was thinking that what if it's like if it's so covered in clouds that it's like a semi-permanent dusk or nighttime, and that's why all the plants are phosphorescent or something.
Well, that's kind of how, like, the bottom of the ocean works.
Yeah.
So I don't see why not.
Exactly. I don't know. I just like because I was looking around at everything and I was like, wouldn't it be cool if this was just like permanently like this? Like there is no daytime. Maybe I am right because I mean it would make sense as to why everything is colored this way. You know?
Mm-hmm. How do I get to the thing? I mean, is there a way?
Here, just I don't. Maybe just walk around to the other side. What?
It was a crap. Don't worry about it.
You did it. Here, why don't there's. I think we just have to go around that way. Maybe.
So I've been going the wrong way all along. Cool, 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 cool. Ow!
Ow! It's that stupid face cream Jal wears. It's messing with our heads. Or maybe he's like...
Vetra's still our girlfriend, but we will flirt with everybody. I want to know.
I mean, I've heard some things that might change your mind.
No, because we haven't done a lesbian playthrough of anything, so I really want to commit to that. Because every time I go, I'm gonna be gay. But look at that. Nope, nope, nope. Mm-hmm. We have to commit.
Don't know what caused that fire, but let's be careful.
What a cry. Did you hear that bird? Ah! Are you okay? Ah! The great screaming bird. Central Wilds.
I think it'd be really cool if, like, we actually get to fight some of the plants.
Oh, oh.
Whoa! What the? Whoa!
Someone help me!
What? Are we... Is that one of our friends saying that?
No, it's them.
So we're killing the people that are saying help me? Please?
Well, remember, Jal was like, yo, these people, they hate aliens. And I'm like, ah, so that's my excuse to murder them?
Yeah.
He's like, yup.
Oh, this is the remnant stuff.
In the future, everything is geometry.
Geometric?
Nope, is geometry. I'm sticking to what I said.
Okay.
So here's our ferrofluid stuff. Touch it! Without even thinking
Whoa.
about it!
Oh yeah, those are the frozen people.
Oh god, alright. We gotta do the thing, right?
Yep. So it's gotta be, it's Sudoku, but glyphs.
Oh, we gotta find the glyphs.
You'll need to scan for the missing glyphs, Pathfinder.
Found them. The researchers caught in the stasis field. Exactly where Kieran said they would be. Okay, let's solve this thing.
Okay.
Alien Sudoku. Okay.
Well,
What?
this is basically like, yes, our team of scientists couldn't figure out this ancient puzzle. What do we do?
Ancient Sudoku.
And
if
Ryder's
only,
like, I got this.
if only some sort of different race that's somehow superior to us were to show up.
I know.
All right, I need you to tell me what to do.
Yeah, so... that one. That one. Hold on.
This
That
one?
one. Nope. That one. Nope. That one.
No.
Nope. No, that one. And then that one. That one. Nope. No, nope. That one. Now, hold on. Look at all of, like, just quickly, like, check through. Or not.
I live on the edge, man.
Reading off the monitors and... Scatting stars. What? Who are he? How did...
Welcome to a new galaxy where the aliens look really similar and have the same teeth. You're welcome. I'm Ryder.
Pathfinder Ryder with the Andromeda Initiative. I'm from another galaxy. Take a moment. Find your bearings.
More aliens? Out of nowhere? And Zhao?
Do none of you remember getting frozen?
Frozen? I don't understand. We were just working on the monolith and then you appeared.
You should return to Palev. Kieran will want to speak to you.
Maybe you're right. Oh, I feel a head splitter coming on.
Some of them speak with the
We
same...
should make sure they return to the station. Who knows what lingering effects they might suffer from.
They speak with the same accent as Javik, and
This
they kind of have
Sam of
similar
yours,
names.
in your head, how is it allowing you to interface with the Remnant?
Sam helps with analysis and translation, among other things. It's complicated.
Hold on. There is another thing, though. I know that they never explained fully the Universal Translator, but also... So if you look at like where our translation capabilities like for artificial intelligence are now, and you imagine that several hundred years in the future, and then you imagine Sam, which is, I don't know what she was just doing there, but that was pretty funny.
Well, okay, before you say that, so the way the Universal Translator works in Mass Effect is that everyone is not speaking their own language. They're all speaking Galactic Standard in the way that their mouths can move it, so that the Galactic Standard is actually being translated.
Okay.
And then they can use their own language if they want, but it's a mix between Galactic Standard for certain words and then other things, because
If you
none
get
of...
any fungal slime on your skin, I suggest you wash it off immediately.
Let's be careful around the native flora. Okay, everyone?
Weird glowy mushrooms. My day's complete.
I guess I'm just saying that,
It's not unreasonable to think that a new language can be learned.
yeah, it's really not, because, like, there were people before artificial intelligence who translated languages having no idea at all, like, what the things meant, and having nobody to ask. And there were people that did that by hand. And I mean, if you actually even just imagine before, like, very long time ago, when different groups of people would meet each other.
But these are like alien beings, you know what I mean?
I know, but I'm just saying, like, but it's not us. It's like, but think about, like, two human races that have absolutely no words in common whatsoever. Like, they still find a way.
But they're both human because there is.
Just let me finish.
Okay,
please.
okay.
So, and they have no words in common whatsoever. And obviously it takes them longer and it's easier for them because they're both human.
You don't feel any different?
In this instance, we're talking about, like, the most advanced artificial intelligence. Like, everybody that talks about Sam
I don't know if I'm
says that he's essentially, like,
the best
ever. And, like, holy crap, he's interfaced with your brain and all that stuff.
What do you mean, grey spiky aliens? Ket?
No. These were different. We were doing a survey of the area and saw them before the freeze. They look like that one, with Ryder.
Turians? Why don't you and Torvar talk about that later? Right now, I want to thank you for saving my team.
You weren't lying. Kieran told us everything. She even had pictures.
I apologize for the indifferent welcome you received from me earlier.
Don't worry about it. You had no reason to trust me. The last aliens you met were Ket.
Ryder, what you have done here, your remnant understanding and your Sam should convince Ephra you're an asset. We should speak to him as soon as we can. Perhaps on the Tempest?
Kieran, I've been thinking, if Ryder can use remnant, couldn't we fix the monoliths? Stop Haval's decline?
Havarl's decline?
This will take time to explain. We can discuss it further when you have time. And don't forget to talk to Torvar about those. What did you call them? Turians?
Turians. What did you call them again? Turians?
You were saying something about the planet being in decline?
It doesn't look like it, but Havarl is sick. It started here, uncontrolled mutations in organic life, killing some, turning others into poison. We're starting to see the same elsewhere. The planet's ecosystem is crumbling, slowly but surely.
It's the monoliths. There are only 2 of them when there should be 3.
There's so much life here. Your vault must be working.
In some fashion, most likely. But the monoliths are responsible for propagating the vault's instructions across the planet. With only 2 out of 3 monoliths working, the instructions are imbalanced. So life is imbalanced. We've never tried asking the sages. There could be something in their oral history.
Stars. Those superstitious hermits don't care about modern Angara. You know that.
You saw the projections for the planet's survival. What do we have to lose?
Sages? Oral histories?
On Mithratha, that old remnant edifice over there. They trace their families back to a time just after the Scourge. They believe isolation will maintain the purity of the histories by preventing contamination by modern thought. Basic sense. They probably don't even understand or care that Havarl's dying.
Is there no other option? Couldn't we trace the location of the 3rd monolith from the 2 we know about?
We've tried that. But the connections between monoliths have deteriorated.
The trek up Mithratha's teeming with Remnant. Most of us don't attempt it, but maybe you could do it. Follow the Remnant River, and keep your head. I'd hate to hear something terrible happened in pursuit of some ancient legend.
But don't get me wrong, I don't think that that is the reason why. I think that the reason why the translator can understand us right away is writer laziness. Do you know what I mean?
My hopes rest with you. Please, help me recover my research.